Hello and welcome to another Photoshop video. Today we will be doing a special video for Terrified Gnome. So this is going to be a Steam picture. There's a bug on my screen, just give me a second. I'm entranced by the going bug. Okay, we got it. No, we didn't. Okay, I think we got him. Anyway, so you might notice an audio difference with the microphone, and if this is too close, I think it is. Okay, is that better? That looks better. So, with the microphone, you might have to turn down your volume or whatever. I'm not really sure how it's going to work because this is my first video with the microphone. It's a boom mic instead of a regular microphone. So I'm not sure how or what's going on. I'm going to set this up real quick. This will be a Steam preset, and we're going to save this preset. Click OK, click OK, and here we have it. So what we're going to do is we're going to not use this brush because that takes up most of the screen. We are going to make a little gnome guy, a gnome, for our friend here, and we'll see about zooming in and all that. Okay, if I remember right, this is to zoom. Oh yeah, we did all the zoomies. Okay. That's much better. Okay. So we're probably gonna want like 7 pixels. That looks awesome. And what is up with this bug that I thought I killed? I had to darken my room. Alright, so another reason why I wanted to do this video is because I got a brand new graphics tablet. And this isn't a sponsorship or anything, but if you want to know the graphics tablet that I'm currently using, it's a Huion. It's like the cheapest Huion that you can get off of Amazon. It's the I'm not sure if it says. It's the H420. It's the black one. I'm not sure if the color matters or anything about that. But it's worked great for me so far. If you can afford a better one, anything above like 25 bucks, I definitely recommend getting it. I should probably click that. The nice thing about this one is it has a click pen. So, okay, so we're going to start off with his face. No, we'll start off with his body. That's how I started off last time. I think we'll start off with a... Last time we gave him a reddish. I guess we'll give him... Because he kind of looks like Santa. But that's what I figured I would do. I think some gnomes are green. And we'll give him a red hat. So it's going to be a somewhat light that. We're going to come down here and kind of just... And you'll see I backtrack with my pen a lot. And that's just because before I started with this, I had... Well, before I started with a graphics tablet, I drew on paper, which most people do, and that's how most people start, is drawing on paper. I've seriously messed this up. Okay. We're gonna do this again. Alright, so what we might need to do is we might need to get another layer in here for the elf guy, not elf. So I'm going to go up small this time. He's going to come and down. Oh! See, the nice thing about this is it's 2048 layers of pressure, which is 2047 more layers of pressure than I have ever had. And so I like I like this. It's nice. I've never seen something so awesomeness. And I know this is supposed to be a video of me making this, but I guess this is kind of a review too, so we'll add that into the title or something. It has 3 buttons on it. So one's to switch to the eraser, one's to the pen or paintbrush, and then another one is to undo what you last did, like if you erased a ton of stuff. And so that's cool. And I kind of can't get over this, because if you make a serious mistake, you accidentally press this. I guess you can press it again, but I wonder. Okay, so that doesn't. Okay. Now I gotta remember what I was doing. Oh yeah. So we will be doing this. I'm going to lower this to 3 pixels, and we'll be starting with a yellowish. There we go. That should do it. So we can draw over the yellowish, and that will be a lot easier. And that's just part of drawing like we are. So we want his shoulders to be from here to here. This is how I normally draw, is I figure out the width. And so with that width, we're going to want his shoulders to be this high. So if the shoulders are this high, that means his neck is going to start here. And it's going to go up this way. And his head is probably going to go like this. And it's probably going to, so boop, boop. So now that we have this here, his head width is going to be probably something around right here. And I'm sure that most people don't draw like this. I'm sure this is probably just me. So this is our gnome, and it looks beautiful, and I hope you guys liked him. He sure likes you. See, look at that little happy face. He's got that creepy nose and the little dunce hat. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'm just kidding. So I'm going to I'm going to switch to my eraser. So yeah, now that I have the eraser out, I may as well refine these lines a bit. And normally with the pencil, the reason why I chose this color is because I'm used to refining with the color. Because this color itself is actually easier to erase than regular pencil. So if you have a yellowed colored pencil, or an easy erase colored pencil that's yellow, because it's softer, it won't make that mark on the paper that ends up. So because graphite marks paper really hard, it's just easier to deal with this. And we're gonna go up. So he's gonna have hair above this, I think. And I'm actually moving the tablet with where I'm drawing, so that way I can get the lines I want. I might have to refine this because this is a slight. This is just like moving the paper that I'm doing. And then his face is really messed up right here, so I'm going to come down here, and because his head is actually going to be this, I'm going to refine that. I'm going to come down with this. And we're just going into basic shape right now. We won't completely go into there yet, where we're going to get towards the finishing of the face. This is as if I've turned my paper upside down, because the tablet is now upside down, so I can get this angle, which is really weirding me out. Okay, we're going to undo that, because nope. And we're just going to... So the music in the last video, I got a copyright strike thing. It wasn't really a strike, it was the copyright owner claimed it was a copyright claim. So what went on there is I couldn't find any good music to listen to, and I accidentally recorded with the music playing. And when I did that, it ended up in the recording. I don't currently have any editing software to edit that out or anything. And I did, but my computer wiped. I'm going to redo this area of his head. So my computer got messed up, and I lost a lot of things, specifically the books that I was writing. And if you've been following my channel and you've been following my Patreon, which there are currently 6 people who follow my Patreon that aren't donors, so they don't really show up, but if you're watching this video, I'm sorry, but the book was erased by so what happened was something errored somewhere when I was putting in the new 560 graphics card, and it caused me to lose all my stuff. I had to reset Windows, reinstall Windows, and it wasn't great. It was a lot of fun, a lot of not great fun. And so what happened was I lost the book, and I had a backup of the main book, and then also the first adventure guide, and so that's there. That's still alive, because thank goodness for Patreon and saving things on your drive on Google. Otherwise we would have completely lost a lot of data. Find these edges. Alright, I think that's a good basic shape for the face. We'll have hair in here later. We're going to do that with a different color, just because it's going to be hair, and I want to be able to tell the difference. So we're going to go to the shoulders now. So these shoulders, this guy's going to be a little bit broader. Because the good guy that I know works out a little bit. And so he's got the more masculine shoulder thing going on. Kid can eat though. Well, he's not really a kid. I can't say that. So I'm gonna give this a little scrub. Alright. And we're gonna go in here. Ah! Okay, that's okay. Since we're refining stuff. Anyway. So we're gonna have this isn't good. So we're gonna just kinda erase a little bit. This I kinda like. It's a little too angled. Actually we're gonna bleh. Bleh. No. Bleh. Bleh. Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend it was right here. Right here. And then we're gonna. So, since it's right here, I'm not good at drawing people. So if you're looking at this in pure disgust and agony, I'm sorry. I've drawn better people, but on paper. And so, give me a break. There we are. Oh yeah. This is actually my first humanoid that I've drawn with this. So we're gonna give him that. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm gonna raise his shoulder up a bit. Just kind of give him more lift. Right, more of a shoulder. Is that... Yeah, no. Up more. And feel free to mute me and just put on some music if you feel like it. It won't hurt my feelings any. I know I can talk too much. Whoops. That's okay. I can refine that. Alright. And I'm not good at doing the right side of somebody in a picture. I never have been. So the eyeball in this, I'm probably just going to copy, paste, flip 90 degrees and do that. Alright. I think I should just... Yeah, I should pull it in to about right here. And boop. And boop. I'm going to start from down here this time. Maybe that'll help. Oh, that was so much better, but it's too short. We'll give them to right here. Nope. And his shoulder's somewhere in here. We're gonna... Hable. Hable. D. So we're gonna want this guy's shoulder to go down this general direction. And it's gonna want to end right here. There we are. That's a much better shoulder. There are professionals watching this just like cringing at their seats. because this shoulder is amazing. Okay, now that we have the shoulder and the head down, we're going to move on to I'll probably just start with the hair. We're going to move this to a more acceptable, darker, there we are. And a lot of gnomes have that. We're going to opacitize this down to about 89%. Actually, the 56%. So I'm going to make a new layer for this because I do not want to mess anything up too bad. Alright, we should actually start doing the hat. So I'm going to undo that. No, undo image. Step backward. Actually, this is the one downfall of having a pen, is it takes a lot longer to get rid of things that you've done. So if you're really bad about that, always feel free to do the thing. I'm going to do this. Kind of give me a general. And there are those of you who are asking if this is important for the hat, and it is. Because when you buy a hat, why do you buy the hat? You're looking at if it fits with your face and your shoulders. So I can see the shoulders just fine, but I don't have a face put on yet. And so I gotta have a general idea of where I'm gonna put the face, where I'm gonna put the shoulders and the eyes, just so that way I know where I'm gonna put the hat. Yeah? And it doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something to where we know what we're kind of getting into. And his mouth is probably going to be somewhere in here. His nose. His bridge of the nose. It's going to come up like this. It's actually probably the best nose I've ever drawn. Holy moly. And then the back of his eyes like that. So now we have this. We're going to get some of the muscle tones in there. And if you want to pause the video here, screenshot it, and make a horror poster out of this, I would not be offended. So I forgot his eyebrows. So his eyebrows are probably going to be up here. He's going to have a terrified look on his face, so probably more eyebrow right here. More eyebrow right here. Less eyebrow here. I'm going to actually redo this eyebrow. So he's not going to have much eyebrow right there. He's going to have it more back. Like he's a little surprised. So now that we have the general look for the face down, he's got that real surprised look on his face. He's like, "Oh man, what have I just witnessed? Have things just taken a turn for the worse?" He thinks. And this guy over here, he's like, "Yeah, things have really gone bad." He's spilling salt. Look at that salt spilling. Anyway, we're going to go to the hat. So the hat is going to be red, whilst the actual shirt itself is probably going to be green. I've seen a lot of green gnomes. So we're going to... I'm not really sure. So the hat's probably going to come out to right about here. It's going to come up and this way. And somehow this guy is starting to remind me of Homer Simpson. We're going to come up like this. And up like that. And up like this. So because it's going in like this, we're going to go with a contour thing. This won't show up in the actual final picture, I don't think. This is just going to show me where to put some stuff. And if you know what I'm doing, kudos. It's not something that many people know about. It's called leveling a plane. And it's not really a plane that you're leveling, it's a rounded object. And so that way you have a more kind of smooth look with your objects. And this is for, say you have a, well, I'm not going to go with the hat. Say you have a I don't know, say you're drawing a hand and you want a little bit more depth, you're going to want to have that kind of rounded area. And it's going to want to be, if it, I forgot what I was going with the hand, if it goes down in certain places, you're going to want to show that by bringing the lines in. It's more part of a perspective deal. And so this is why this is here. And so it's just to show you where everything will be. And I've already erased the lines, but if you want to go back and pause it, that's okay. And so with that, his hat will be like that. Probably give him that. And then so these will show me when I start to draw. This will show me where it will go, and I will get the sideburn areas set. Kind of get a lighter brown. So I'm not sure if I've decided to gray the hair or what I've decided to do. I think black hair is a preference. I could always ask, but I'm not too completely sure. This is going to be a hideous gnome. I just want to let you guys know that, and I'm sorry. Alright, we're going to have this come in like that, because why not? And we're going to continue the hat down like this. It's going to actually round off right there. Because this guy's a good dude. He's had his hat tailor-made to him. It's going to round off, but even though it's a little bit big, so that way it stays on his head. What else was I forgetting? The ears. So ears are probably going to be a little bit behind the sideburn. Not going to be too big. We're going to go... His ear's going to be a little bit off, I know. We're not going for perfection because everybody has near non-symmetrical facing. And so this is probably going to be the best. Alright, so now that we have this down, we're probably going to add a little texturing to this. So now we're going to decide what kind of shirt we want him to wear. I'm going to give him little boobs. Okay, so a button-up shirt is not the easiest. I can do a t-shirt. Most gnomes are kind of shown with t-shirts, I think, if I remember right, and then also like the Santa shirts. So I'm probably going to give him a V-neck-ish shirt that kind of stops off right here. So it's going to come down, up, and then go down right here. And it's going to come down like that. So that's going to be our shirt. And then we're going to have a piece that kind of like buttons and stuff right here. And then we're going to have the stitching that goes down right here. And the stitching that goes down right here, I would say. And so there is our guy that we have. Now for the background, probably a... Let's go like this. I have that. Should we have it to perspective, like a 2-point or a 1-point? Because if we had it to a 1-point perspective, it would be going out from this V-neck, and it would just go out like that. And so a 2-point would be from his shoulders, I believe, and then a 3-point would be from here to here. And I can't remember how to do 4-point perspective. So I'm going to... Let's see. So, yeah, this... We'll do a 2-point from here to here. So, this will be our point. We'll give this a darker tone. Right here, that's a point. And right here, that's a point. And so... Then we could, yeah, we might do 3-point. Because that makes more sense in this picture. Especially with the way the guy's face is. He's looking pretty surprised. Because, actually, I remember how to do a 4-point. That was obviously easy. So, it's okay to, when you're doing your background for your face, it's okay to put, as long as you know what you're doing, it's okay to put your points, if you're doing a point perspective background, on the character. This isn't going to change or affect anything that you do in the long run. It might change it a little bit, but it won't do anything too drastic. So, yeah. And then you just want to kind of, you want to get that line as straight as you can. And what actually might be the best option here is I didn't think about this until just now. We could probably get another layer going. Let's get that erased. Okay. So with the other layer, I guess it would be beneficial because, yeah, like I said, I am used to paper, so I'm not used to having layers. So we're going to put this right up here. And this way we can put the foreground behind them. Well, we can do this too. So now we can start working on our background. And so we're probably going to go back We're going to make a line. I don't know how to make a straight line with this yet. I'm still kind of getting used to Photoshop, so please excuse that. I know I've been doing it for a while, but oh, that's add graphic. Cancel. Alright. Oh. You guys might have just picked up on something that I didn't. That's off. I will delete that. Alright. So I'm just going to YOLO. So we're going to go straight down with this one. Kind of staying on this one line. Alright. So probably this line too. Thank goodness for the little grid that we got. It's kind of helping me out here. And then we will probably go like this. And then like that. Probably do this thingy. Doing the thingy. And we're gonna do this thingy. Oh man, that's so bad. Okay. Poor line. Sorry. I messed you up. I messed up your face. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. So we're gonna try to do that again. Not as bad as last time. Please. Okay, I think that's as good as that line's gonna get. We're gonna make a line going this way. Alright, actually start on our realistically awesome background. So, what we're probably going to have is the gnome guy coming out of a doorway. And when he comes through, he sees, to his surprise, he sees something surprising. And this is why he's a terrified gnome. Please remember, I am absolutely trash at drawing backwards. I'm going to undo that drawing backwards bit and draw forward because and I'm sure that there are simpler, much simpler ways to do this. But this is my process. Yeah? So then he's going to have this. I'm going to go up like this. Oh yeah, that was almost perfect. First go around. I deserve a gold star. Yeah. Control Z. Alright, so now that we have the doorway coming through, what we're going to do is we're probably going to end up doing the doorway. It's going to be bright back here. It's going to be dark foreground. So we're going to add a layer. So this will be our actual picture in the background that we're going to start here. So feast your eyes on some amazing awesomeness that's about ready to happen here. And we're going to go with a blue-black. And most people won't understand the blue-black, but I will. Alright, we're going to move our opacity all the way up and do this. Size it. So for those people who are, I should probably have made this announcement at the beginning of the video, but you guys know me, I'm kind of a scatter. For those people who are waiting on another Minecraft episode, I have some bad news there too, because if you remember from earlier in the video, everything on my computer got wiped. That includes the Minecraft stuff. And so I do have some more, I have another world up, it's all going. But what my problem right now is that I have to go through the same jumps and loops to get OBS running. And it's easy to get it running on a window, like Photoshop. But it's much harder to get something like that running on a game or something like that. Specifically Minecraft, I think it's because it's Java based. And my issue there is just that it's giving me the difficulties that it is. I'm not really sure how else to put it. But I'll get videos up as soon as I can, I promise. And we'll do that. It might take a few days for one to get done, so I'm sorry about that. Alright, what was I doing? I was going to make this thing. So we needed this scaled down to about that. Yeah. And we're going to add layer. And this layer is going to be grays. Stone gray, I would say. There we go. And so we're going to have this just down here. It'll go out like that. And we're going to put our eraser tool to use because I done messed up. Gonna just, oh yeah. Gonna, alright, and we're gonna kind of pyramid that off to right about there. Get rid of that. That was a mistake. pyramid you off right about here. And this will be where our path goes into. And so, and you won't be able to see this. That's okay. So we're going to bring this shade of gray to be darker. So down in shade. And we're going to probably make this quite smaller. Probably down. Like that? No. I want it smaller because we're going to be doing this. Oh yeah. Okay. Bring you up here. It's always good to get an outline going, because you're gonna, with drawing in general, it's like a coloring book. You make your lines, you stay within the lines, and even if those lines aren't the greatest, you can adjust by going outside of the lines. See? So when you're going out like that, it just kind of helps to help you figure out what you're doing, but going up with it. There we are. Man, that's good. Okay. And then we're gonna go here. I'm gonna get that blue in here. This will be our kind of a background showing where things are. I'm going to undo. That was a little too much, but that works. Actually, with this, with the way that this goes, it would actually curve like this, I think. And then since this is down here, I would Control Z, because that was bad. We want a somewhat smooth kind of go into it. And if you ever drawn with pastels, that's kind of what's going on right now. I'm pasteling it. Pastels, if you've never drawn with them, they're really thick colors. They're like crayons, although thick and really soft compared to crayons. It's like drawing with butter, and it's quite fun. It doesn't sound like fun, but it is. Oh yeah, that came to a perfect point. Now I'll try to get this one. And we will start going in thick right over here. Now that we've gotten that down. And we can kind of just smooth this up a bit. We're going to be going in with a green. This will be Actually, that was wrong. It should go along with the path. Down like that. And just match this blue. And it might help to move down to 1 pixel to kind of get the more fine coloring down here. So I'll do that. That should do. I'll get the eraser in there. Actually, I'll just switch back to this blue. Just kind of recover some of this a little bit. Oh yeah. And we'll get some of that gray. Oops. Alright, that should do. We'll get a reddish in here, kind of a purple. Yeah, it is. Okay. I just realized I'm using a darker color. There we are. Kind of giving the area a little flowering. Like he just came out of a nice little meadow area. Okay, now the bug's on my face. Get off my face. Sorry I scratched the boom. Alright, now that we have that down, we're going to put in a few trees. Just going up. That's a little too bright, so we want more of a brown. There we are. And trees are amazing in this low resolution. Well, it's actually a pretty decent resolution. It's the pixeling that I have. Oh yeah. Some smexy trees. Okay. A little bit of browning. And we're going to get that green for the leaves. Gonna get that smexy green. Kind of get it careful around this edging. We don't want to damage it too much. Alright, so that goes for our lighter green. I like working with smaller pictures like this. It makes 1 pixel trees beautiful. And we will go back to the brown-ish. So we're going to add some browning to these trees. Especially up here. And then the darker green will go in back here. And a little bit up here. And here soon we'll get a green-gray going. Kind of start also getting our background trees, because this goes on for a little while. And you see how we did the archway and then we carried it back with the trees. That's just an overhang area. And we do this to give it a little bit more depth. And don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. It's never going to look perfect, especially if you're doing it the way I'm doing it, which is not great. I like to do this with this stuff, and we're going to add a little bit of background yellowing. No, that's too dark. Undo that. Yellowing down. Does it yellow towards? No, it yellows towards the bottom. So yellowing down here. A little orange-ish. Actually, we'll not do this. Because he will be in front of it. We don't have to worry about that center area. And actually, it's kind of a shame that most of this will be hidden by the gnome, but it's part of the picture, so I'm gonna spend time adjusting my glasses and my thumb. So we don't have to worry about that center area. We're gonna add a little bit more of that wooding over there. Go down here for that brown. Brown wooding. There we go. And that's all we really need to do for this background area, and we'll move on to the archway where we were. Or what we could do is we could finish up this path. So let's do that. We'll go up to 3 pixels, 4 pixels is good. Yeah. And we will, guess what? Swish. Go down by that. And this cobblestone. Alright, I'm going to bring this up to a warmer swig. Let's actually see where the face is going to be. Do we need this anymore? I'll leave it for now. So the face is actually face is going to cover all of this, so it'll mostly be the cobble area that we gotta worry about. Yeah. Add a little redding. Alright. I think that does it for the cobble area. I'm not really sure. I can't see it. So that's probably a good thing. We're going to go back to this gray with the swash. And of course it's the darker variation. So, bloop. Just gonna cover this in. The reason why I start off with a transparent background is so that way when I do layering like this, I don't have to worry about starting a picture and then have to layer later and then have all the white background cover it up. And people might be asking, Caleb, why did you put the background like that? Why is it so nice for a 1 pixel thing, but it's going to be covered up? In my mind, it adds a little bit of depth to the picture. I know what's behind the face. It's not more of a 2D thing. Because there will be something behind it, you just won't see it. And so that just adds a little bit of immersion for me. I can guess, hey, maybe something showed up behind there or something like that. And it just makes me feel better. Alright, and so we will be getting a even darker, not that dark. So what we're doing here is we're bricking it up. This will add a little bit of depth to the picture. Probably not too much because it's mostly going to be covered. Kind of adds depth in a way. So how did I want this? I want it like that, yeah. So with this, I wish that there was a better slider on the color piece. I'm not sure if there is. There probably is. This is Photoshop. It's supposed to be high quality stuffs. Alright, hopefully that works. We'll get a pen here. I guess we probably should have put the stones in after I did this. Alright, I won't pay too much attention to detail there. I'll fix that. And I'm being hailed. So I might split this up into a 2-part video. This is... I know I haven't started on the gnome. I know that's judging by the probable title that I'll add. That's probably why you came. Or not. I don't know. I can't read you guys' minds. Alright, so go in here, doing this, doing that, and going out, and we're good right there. We'll just so blue, green, darker. Just gonna Blah. Go like that. That will be hidden behind the thing. Same with this. And then we will get more gray in here. Here, I'll respond to this real quick. Oh, what have I done? File, control save. Don't explode. Don't do the explodey. What have I done? How do I undo this? Okay. File. Photoshop. Shift tab. Shift tab. Escape. Escape. Escape-esque. I don't know. Photoshop's never done this. Did I just crash Photoshop and lose everything? If so, I could probably take the picture out of the video. Thank goodness for the snip tool. I'll probably leave this video right here then. If I fix this, I'll continue what I was doing. If not, it doesn't look like I'll be able to fix it. So I will see you guys in the next episode. It'll probably be that landscapes episode for Photoshop or a new Minecraft video. So look forward to one of those two. And I hope to see you guys soon. And if you like this video, subscribe and leave a like. The like will help me immensely. Dislike, and if you did dislike, tell me why you disliked it. And let me know. If you do have any music or anything that I can put in my videos, I'd be very much appreciative. Just leave a link in the description or an email address and I will hit you up or go to the link and do what I can. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next episode. And I will see you guys later. Yay. Oh, that was the wrong button.